NHM 491 Directed Professional Independent Study was completed between May 27th and July 24th, 2014. Here's a business card of the dietitian that I worked for, Tatum Stern. Hi, my name is Meira Steinberg and I live in Chicago, Illinois. I completed the NHM 491 Directed Professional Independent Study at Stern Nutrition under the supervision and guidance of Tatum Stern. Tatum Stern is a consulting dietitian and she counsels clients in weight management, cholesterol, and diabetes control. I hope to open my own practice and consult clients in the future, and this was a great learning experience and really enhanced my knowledge of the profession. The first objective that I chose for myself was to make 2 presentations during this experience. The first presentation I made was on carbohydrate and the glycemic index. I also made a presentation on protein and the metabolism. I presented to 2 different groups of 5 individuals that are regular clients of the dietitian. For both presentations, I used PowerPoint slides as well as a whiteboard visual aid. Here are the PowerPoint slides that I used for my carbohydrate presentation. I chose to use PowerPoint slides to help the audience members visualize what I was discussing in my presentation. Here is what I drew on the whiteboard during my presentation. It's a drawing of carbohydrate digestion and absorption into the blood. Here are the slides that I used for my protein and metabolism presentation. Making these presentations has helped me improve my public speaking skills. I don't consider myself a natural public speaker, and I was nervous that I would not seem professional. However, after I made the first presentation, I felt more comfortable with myself. Public speaking is an important part of counseling, and completing these presentations really helped me enhance a weakness. My second objective was to complete 10 nutrition assessments by using SOAP notes. A SOAP note is a method of assessment that discusses subjective and objective data, as well as an analysis and plan for the client. When a client came into a session, we first discussed the reason he or she was there to see the dietitian. We also discussed family history, eating habits, diet changes, challenges, and set some goals. After the assessment was complete, I worked with the dietitian to determine calorie requirements based on the client's height, weight, and age. Here is an example of a dietary assessment and SOAP note that I completed during one of my sessions. On the left is a SOAP note that I completed, and here are the 4 different categories: subjective, objective, analysis, and plan. And the other image is a picture of a food recall that was completed during the session. The food recall just described a typical day of the client to help get an understanding of eating habits and food patterns. Completing these assessments helped me experience what a consulting dietitian does during a session. After observing the dietitian complete these assessments, I was able to complete them on my own, and it soon became one of my strengths. As a third objective, I chose to determine a weight loss plan for 5 clients. We used the carbohydrate exchange system to figure out a weight loss plan. The system uses a person's calorie requirements to create servings based on a 45% carbohydrate, 30% fat, and 25% protein ratio. The clients were given a food plan based on servings of starch, fruit, vegetables, milk, fat, and protein. This is an example of a weight loss food serving plan that I created for the client with a calorie requirement of 1188. And here on the left you can see the food breakdown of starch, fruit, vegetables, milk, protein, and fat equaling 1188 calories. The fourth objective that I completed was to complete nutrition assessments for 3 adolescents. Most of the adolescents that came for a session were joined by their parents. In the sessions, we discussed their reason for seeing a dietitian, eating habits, and food patterns, as well as goals they hope to achieve. In the sessions with the adolescents, we also reviewed the doctor's note or referral from the doctor. I think the sessions with adolescents were critical because it is important to establish good eating habits at a young age. Otherwise, they can bring their bad eating habits into adulthood, and this could lead to major health problems. I really enjoyed helping these adolescents and discussing nutrition and health with them. I think I made an impact, and they seemed to look forward to the changes that we discussed in the sessions. As someone who struggled with weight in high school, I was able to relate to them and their experiences. I think this helped the clients feel more comfortable during our sessions. As a final objective, I created 3 nutrition education handouts that I gave to the clients during my presentations. One handout was on carbohydrates, one was on the metabolism, and one was on protein. These education handouts were given to them as a resource to use and one that they can refer back to throughout their weight loss journey. Here are the 3 handouts that I created. My experience at Stern Nutrition was a great one. I could not have asked for a better learning experience, and I was lucky enough to complete my independent study course in a setting that I hope to work in the future. I had the opportunity to learn firsthand how to complete an assessment and counsel a client. I enhanced my public speaking skills and became more comfortable giving a presentation to a group of people. Another skill that I learned during my experience was how to apply the carbohydrate exchange system. I became proficient in the system and I was able to help the clients and make a meal plan for their week. I learned a lot from this experience and I believe it has helped me prepare for my upcoming dietetic internship. Thank you.